If you've ever worked in an office, chances are you're familiar with manager speak, catchphrases and clichés. Why should you never assume people? Because, altogether everyone, you make an ass out of you and me. Oh, how we laughed. But as with most such phrases, there is a kernel of truth at the heart of it. When a football team buys a player, you shouldn't assume they will automatically be utilized in exactly the same fashion as they were at their previous club. Sure, it makes sense, but their new manager might have spotted a potential strength that has yet to be tapped. The best example from a perspective was, he was with Newcastle prior to moving to Anfield and predominantly played as an attacking midfielder. The Dutchman went from scoring 4 times in a league game against Norwich for the Magpies, to often scoring fewer than that in a season with the Reds. Wijnaldum became a central midfielder more concerned with ball retention and recycling, and he proved excellent at it too. Stefan Bajcetic's performance in suggests that Jurgen Klopp may have found of the future. If that proves to be the case or not, the start of next season will mark 2 years since the Netherlands international moved on. If leaves Anfield this summer after 8 years of remarkable service, his influence has been such that the manager will need to source his replacement far more swiftly. Early indications are that Klopp has done this with a player known for featuring on the left wing in his pre-Reds career but who can now be found as a very Firmino-esque deep-lying centre forward. Perhaps the boss sees something in Dutch players which makes them ideal candidates for role switching. Such concepts would obviously be well known to, and even if the Reds are not attempting totalvoetbal, they look to be taking advantage of that school of thinking with players from its birthplace. Gakpo played the Firmino role beautifully against Everton. His average position was in the centre circle, close to Fabinho, yet he still got forward enough to score a back post tap-in, head another clear-cut chance wide of the goal and provide enough of a distraction to allow Jordan Pickford to deliver his customary Anfield howler. The new boy also made the second most pressures and there's one way in which Firmino may leave a significant hole to fill, though, and there's a clear benchmark for which his potential replacement, be that Gakpo or otherwise, must aim. The data in the above tweet relates to on-ball value. In simple terms, it's effectively expected goals but with a value assigned to every action on the pitch and not just shots. For instance, a pass in the opposition box will obviously carry more weight than one in a player's own half, and so on. On a pro-rata basis, Firmino has been second-best man for this metric in the 2022-23. Even without access to full OBV data, we can get a sense of this from the Brazilian is averaging 3.73 shot creating actions per 90 minutes, his highest rate since 2018-19, while his goal creating action figure of 0.67 per 90 is his best for the 6 seasons for which the metric is available. Similarly, his XG chain and XG build-up figures on which assign a value to every possession sequence in which a player is involved, are the second best of his career. Gakpo has shown signs of replicating Firmino's game but he remains short of the maestro in these senses. The foundations are firmly in place, this is the next layer that needs to be added on top. Considers $48 million transfer as Klopp and Arsenal like ideal signing pair already outdoing Haaland and De Bruyne as explosion looms.